When buying a home, one of the first things you're going to need to do is to get a pre-approval letter. So where should you get it from, and what's the difference between a bank, a credit union, a lender, and all the other options out there? Stay tuned, we'll talk about all that and more in this week's video. I'm Brian with CADRE.com, and today we're talking about what do you do when getting a pre-approval letter? Who do you talk to? Pros and cons. We're going to go through that whole process. So before we do anything else, you know what to do. Push the like and subscribe button, and let's just dig right in. So first of all, what the heck is a pre-approval letter? Pre-approval letter is a letter from your lender or bank saying that you can afford a certain amount of house. Most realtors and sellers really want to see that letter before they will take you seriously at all. It'd be like going to the grocery store and saying, I don't know if I have money, right? They want to know that you are good for the purchase before they really give you the time of day. So where do you get the pre-approval from? Well, there's going to be two main groups. There's going to be institutions like banks, credit unions, that kind of stuff. They're going to be a primary lender. And you have secondary lenders, which are going to be like mortgage brokers. So what the heck is the difference? What are the pros and cons of either one? Well, first let's talk about primary institutions, right? With the banks and credit unions, they can loan directly from their own pocket if they want to. The biggest thing here is that their rates, because they're doing it directly from themselves, are usually, but not always, better than the mortgage brokers. The downside is that they really only work with cookie cutter situations. Like if you have W-2s and your stuff is really clean and easy, then usually they might be a good fit. But the other really huge downside to banks and credit unions alike is that they are salary and they really have a hard time coming into work. Every time I've worked with them, they've been late on doing the paperwork, mostly because of bank holidays and weekends and people taking vacations, and it makes me crazy. On the other hand, you have private mortgage lenders. Now, they are awesome, in my opinion. They're my preferred way to go because they usually have very competitive rates and they are available all of the time. So if there's a hiccup or something weird, or maybe your finances are more challenging, they're going to get commission on giving you a loan. So they're incentivized to make sure that you get a loan that you really like and will continue working with them. They also usually work on weekends, or if you get off work at 5, other things like that. It can be a huge benefit to be working with a lender as opposed to a bank. So my advice to you, I highly recommend that you work with a mortgage broker, not a bank direct. Even if the rate's better, it's not worth losing your deposit. It's not usually worth going through all the hassle. But if you're going to work with a bank or credit union, do yourself a favor and get in touch with your realtor and have them help you. Ever since the last couple of issues we have had, I now have taken the time to get to know at least one lender at every single bank. This way, if we ever do enter into another escrow with them, I can assign them to the lender that I know, that I have their direct cell phone number, so that we can try and reduce these problems. What we don't want to do is go to the website directly and end up with another East Coast lender or a lender that your realtor cannot get a hold of. Makes everything way harder. So if you need any help shopping around for a pre-approval letter or a lender, you know what to do. Call Castro, and I'll talk to you guys next time.